Oh yeah, feels good on the wrists. All right, we're going to talk about foundational stuff. One thing in particular, if you didn't grow up with a father figure, there's a lot to dive into, but I'll keep it like relatively short. Thanks so much. Cheers. We're in Tenerife in Brisbane. It's so nice to come here every now and then. Good coffee all round. All right, so growing up, we all build a foundation based on our environment. And the one thing that I'd like to talk about is the no father figure. There's a lot to talk about in this foundational stuff, but this is one very major problem. And if you don't want to repeat cycles with your family, you should listen to this. There's a couple tips that I had to deal with. All right, first we've got to identify bad behaviors and habits that you have on default. For me, it was like a really short fuse, just getting angry over everything, really tough on myself all the time, like no self-love. I had to learn that back. That took a while. Just confidence in general, shitty defense mechanisms, just not knowing how to control your emotions, not really being heard as well, that sucks. And just not, if you don't have a male there at the beginning, it's just there's so many outside influences coming in that can just change your whole foundation in a really shaky way. So identify those things and then we can go from there. You might not have as many, or you might just have one thing you need to knock down. But if you want to be a dad, we got to do it. You're gonna have to actually want to fix these problems, or else obviously you're not going to get anywhere. For me, it was early 20s, late teens, where a great father figure came in for me, married my mother, and I got to see how a man actually treats a woman. Like the respect and love was just incredible. Like it radiated so much. So I just got to work straight away and I needed to fix all my problems. And we're here now and I'm stoked. So if you can find a male figure somewhere around you where you can look up to him, just like a respectful man that does his duties as he should, very kind. He can be hard when he needs to be. Like if you can find someone like that, like they've got to be way further along than other people, because you don't want to listen to people that don't really know what they're doing, or else you'll just get what they have. So find someone really important to you that has these qualities and go from there. So we've identified the issues, behaviors and habits that you want to fix. We've found a male figure that is somewhere where you'd like to be and they treat people with respect and various other things. The next thing would be fitness and getting your mind right, feeding your body correctly. It's the same shit you hear everyone say, but it's so true. Like it's so foundational to get all that done, to get in the right mind frame and then start working on all this stuff, and just taking like a lot more responsibility as well. Like taking on responsibility and committing to stuff has been huge, and just like listening to people when they have value and taking certain things on board, it helps dramatically. So if you had a really poor father figure growing up, or if you're around violent people, you would have felt very insecure, didn't have any safety or security, and you would have learnt some nasty things from that. So in my case, the stuff that really fixed that, getting the confidence back and having my own back, was doing a martial art. So jiu-jitsu puts you in a very uncomfortable place and you have to learn to deal with it, and just like learning to have your own back. And if conflict ever arises, you can analyze it in a different way or just react differently, just breathe through it and be more calm. It's like, that is so valuable. So that was a key one I nearly missed out. Not everyone's gonna go do a martial art, and you don't have to. Just in my experience, that's what really helped me just tick off the last few things that needed to be done to get past all this stuff. So give it a crack. When I started addressing this stuff, people naturally just fell away that I had no room for once I was going on this healing journey. I really wanted to go wild with it, get really healthy, try new things, and just get uncomfortable and let this shit come up. So yeah, like a lot of really good people I thought kind of fell away, but being alone and addressing all this stuff in silence and with no outside influence was major. Like, you've got to be up for that kind of stuff, losing friends and everything being rearranged, because you're rearranging your whole foundation, which requires a lot, because that's everything you've built since you're a little kid. So yeah, it's a bit of a journey, but when you come out on the other side of it, yeah, incredible, and you're going to be stoked you did it. Like, I'm not perfect, but I feel much better now that I put in a couple years of just crazy hard mental work. Like, no one can see the work, but it's all been internal, and I feel like a different person. It's a really good place to be, and yeah, life is good. Time to have more children, raise a sick family, and travel and do things I love doing. If I didn't have my confidence, none of this would have happened. If I didn't try or put my foot forward for the first time 2 years ago, it's been longer than that, but yeah, none of this would have really started. So now I have a clear direction of what I want, and it all started with the little things and little habits and shitty behaviours that I addressed. And I encourage everyone to try this. It's really good. I'm on the DJI as well, Action 6. I had my iPhone, but this is way better for a wider angle. So we're going to be using that. Got a mic. Yeah, boy. Still walking around. This is something a little different, but I'm turning 30, and a lot of people 30 to 40 that I've spoken to, like, a lot of them are so scared of having children or even wanting to get married and stuff. Commitments are amazing. It shows how strong you are and how far you can go. It's so worth doing. Like, a lot of people just keep running away, and they're like, oh, I'll lose all my travel and I can't do as much as I used to do. I feel free. This is just my experience. I feel like I can do things plus bring children with me. I'm like, wouldn't that be amazing if that was you when you were younger, like traveling the world with your parents? So I don't know, it's just what you make it, like your attitude towards it, to be honest. A little different to the father figure thing, but yeah, it's worth saying, worth adding in. Basically, it comes down to you regaining confidence, reacting to things how you're meant to, analysing things correctly, controlling your emotions, and you're pretty much sweet from there. Everything just seems easy. Like, even making this video, like, I wouldn't have done that without solving this stuff. So it's so worth it. I'm forgetting the key thing in all this. I attracted in the best, most amazing, loving, connected family ever, and it was all from solving my issues. Like, you're going to be radiating bad things if you don't get to the bottom of it. That actually looks so cool. Yeah, so one last thing, again, you're rebuilding something that you've carried with you your whole entire life. So when it gets hard, don't be hard on yourself. Just let it go, let it come up, and just get through it. All right, so I'm reviewing some of the footage that I just filmed, and it seems like I'm addressing someone really young, but that's not the case. Like, this can be for any man that needs to step up to the plate and be an incredible father if they have children. Even if you don't, like, just take commitments and responsibility on board and see how much it changes your life. So yeah, if you're just pissing up your days, you're just drinking, drugs, bad habits, just short fuse with people, being rude, it's just something that you should probably look at and change. And you got to think about your children as well. Like, do you really want to repeat the same cycle like that you had, or do you want them doing what you're doing? Like, think of that, like what you're doing and spending your time on. If it's not that great, just picture your kids doing that. Like, something personally, like, I think it's a no-brainer. You should just go and fix those things and be the best you can. Like, there's no point not doing things that you want to do. Like, especially like if you're in like shitty jobs and all that kind of stuff and you're really hating it and you're just, nothing's changing. Like, you have to put the foot forward and initiate the change, take some shit seriously, man up, be responsible, and push forward and better yourself. And then your children can watch you do that. You don't even have to explain to them, oh, you should do this and that and that. It's like hypocritical if you're not just showing it. You shouldn't have to speak a word. So I'm getting a little bit passionate about this, but I just see it a lot, like around me, just like men just being weak, and they just don't want to be accountable for anything or take responsibility. Like, why not? Like, it's amazing. Like, get your confidence back, be strong, do things you like doing. I understand that there's sacrifice in life, of course. I know all about sacrifice, but finding a balance is a definite. Like, get rid of all the stuff that weighs you down. If you've got crazy bills, like I'm currently doing the same thing, reassess and find a balance and some sacrifice, but just dive into something that's more meaningful to you and it's more sustainable. And then you don't have to keep repeating the cycle of not liking what you're doing and then coming home from work being angry, and then that goes to your children and then snapping at your wife. It's crazy stuff. So just make things simple and strip away the crap. Like, there's so much stuff that we don't need, and things are way easier than people say. Like, yeah, that's enough. I don't want to get too into it. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.